Hey guys, holy cow. There we go. Holy cow. Mm. Echo. I do that every time. Forget to shut off my YouTube side. So how is everyone today? Who's here? Everybody's so quiet. Well, I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to come in and get settled. Set something up on StreamYard real quick. There we go. Hey, Roy. Good to see you. You like my banner? Hey, White Wolf. I'm going virgin with them right these days. No sloshies for me. My stomach didn't like what I was doing to it. Hello to everybody who has come in. I'm just gonna wait a few and let some more people come in if they want to. Yeah, I gotta lay off. My stomach kind of let me know it didn't appreciate that too much. Oh, that was the other thing I needed to do. Oh, poo. Just kicked myself out of my own YouTube channel. There we go. I am drinking just a regular cola slushy. It just says, welcome to the drama-free zone. Ugh. I'm going to send a quick message. And then I'll put the link for panel up too in a minute. Dark white clouds in a dark spot in the lower right-hand corner. Huh. Did I move the white clouds? I got a big fluffy blanket back here. Oh, that's all you see on your cell phone. Ah. Yeah, I know on a cell phone you have to have a magnifying glass to read anything going across the bottom of the screen. Hey, Donna. Let me get I'm a little behind today. Put the link in the chat. So today I thought we would talk about anxiety disorders. We've talked about a lot of different things in general. Oh, no, Roy, I was talking about my banner going across the bottom of the StreamYard screen. But we've talked about some things kind of in general. I thought we'd get a little more specific and actually talk about anxiety disorders and the kinds of disorders there are, and symptoms, well-known treatments, things you can do, at home to help yourself, things like that. And any of you are welcome to come up and again and join me, because I know plenty of us have experience with anxiety. So but basically, anxiety is a mental health disorder characterized by feelings of worry, anxiety, or fear that are strong enough to interfere with one's daily activities. Examples of anxiety disorders include panic attacks, obsessive compulsive disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. There are more than 3 million cases in the US. Yeah, White Wolf is listing some more that I'm just kind of, this is just kind of an overview. It's usually self-diagnosable. You kind of know when you've got anxiety. Symptoms include stress that's out of proportion to the impact of the event, inability to set aside a particular worry, and extreme restlessness. More symptoms. Whoops, I didn't want to hit that. That took me out of where I was going. Treatment consists of therapy, counseling, medications, including antidepressants, self-care. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Dang it. See, doing this on my phone doesn't work very well. Hold on. I just lost it. Hang on. Hey, Whiskey Woman. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get it back. Here we go. Self-care includes avoiding alcohol, reducing caffeine intake, physical exercise, quitting smoking, relaxation techniques, stress management, and yeah. Therapies that are used for anxiety disorders: cognitive behavioral therapy, meditation, and psychotherapy, which is essentially talk therapy. Medications that they use, SSRIs, a lot of antidepressants are SSRIs. anxiolytics. I've never heard of that, but antidepressant, sedatives, and nerve pain medication like gabapentin, stuff like that. So, anyway, that's just a quick rundown without going into a huge amount of detail. If you want me to go into more detail, I absolutely can. But I thought if anybody wants to come up on panel, I put the link in. You're more than welcome to come up and, discuss your experience, or, yeah, Donna says she has generalized anxiety disorder. I think that's what I was diagnosed with, but I have like really severe panic attacks along with it. So, and if you have never had a panic attack, it manifests itself differently in different people. For me, a lot of times I lose feeling in my hands and my feet, and Chloe, quit. And my heart starts bracing. I can't think clearly. I shake, that's a severe one. Donna says an anxiety disorder is characterized by chronic anxiety, exaggerated worry and tension, even when there is little or nothing to provoke it. Yeah. And okay, Donna, is bipolar, and so am I. And it is very common if you are bipolar or schizophrenic, or, have some other chemical imbalance, that anxiety will come into play at some point or another. Hey, Custom Whalers. So it's extremely common, and luckily they've come up with some pretty good therapies to help deal with it. I take Klonopin, and sometimes I need to take it 3 times a day. Sometimes I don't take it for a couple weeks. It just depends on how I'm doing. Whiskey Woman used to take Ativan. That's another good one. So, there's, sometimes they use antidepressants that just kind of help calm a person overall or stabilize their mood. And when you stabilize their mood, it keeps their mind from racing as much, and that keeps the anxiety down. Donna takes Norethathin. I think that's how you would say that. I haven't heard of that one. But it doesn't matter if I've heard of it, as long as it does its job, right? Yes, I actually meditate on a regular basis, White Wolf. So, oh, thank you, Custom Wheel. That's Chloe right there. Spike is at the other end of the couch. You can kind of see him right there. Yeah, meditation has definitely helped me. I actually need to get back into yoga. I did yoga for quite a while, and that just added to the effect of the meditation. But yeah, that's one of my go-tos when I have start feeling like I'm having a panic attack. I will actually sit down and do some meditation, and that helps me quite a bit. Hello, Paul Michael, I can talk. I had a therapist that tried tapping therapy with me, and it drove me crazy. Because I have, wow, I just went totally blank. I have sensory integration disorder. I'm very, I don't like repetitive things, especially, and the tapping therapy just drove me nuts. It was so distracting. So yeah, yoga was good for my mind and my body. I lost 40 pounds in 2 quarters of college doing yoga. So that's why I need to get back into it again. My body really likes that particular method of exercise. Yeah. And see, I used to do acupuncture too, and that helped my anxiety quite a bit. I was actually completely off anxiety medications for the 2 years that I was doing acupuncture once every 2 weeks. So, but now I've moved out of where I had a good acupuncturist to nowhere, South Dakota. And no, I'm not. Yeah, my acupuncturist used cupping on me quite a bit too. So yeah, he was very well trained. He was a looked like a freaking hippie. He was a white guy from Bellevue, Washington, and but his energy was so calm. And I mean, when I had my first acupuncture appointment, I actually, I mean, he put the needles in, left the room, and I was laying there just bawling my eyes out, had no idea why, but it was just this huge energy release. And he comes back in about 10 minutes later, wipes my face off, which was really cool, and asks me how I'm doing, and and then leaves again and just kind of lets me be for a while. And it was the most amazing experience I think I've ever had as far as like a healing thing. So yeah, I miss my Denny. His name was Denny. That was my acupuncturist. I talk to him on Facebook once in a while. So yeah, I agree. I agree. He taught me some pressure points that I can use on myself that I still use to this day that help if I'm having like more extreme anxiety. Um, but a Japanese massage parlor, I, I don't think that would be what I would need. There's a link again if anybody wants to come up. I'd like to hear more about, White Wolf has got a lot. He knows quite a bit about this, about dealing with this kind of thing. So, but I know others of you do it too. So, yep, yep, absolutely. Donna, what do you do to when you feel your anxiety getting high? Hey, Nancy, I'm glad you popped in. Hello, Lurnham. Welcome. Oh, I would definitely agree with that, White Wolf. We haven't even begun to have a clue how complex our minds are. Yep. Oh yeah, they're still experimenting with the human brain, trying to figure out what part of the brain makes what part of the body, react to what. And yeah, they're learning stuff all the time. This is another one of my anxiety coping mechanisms right here. She curls up right next to me all the time. And, if I ever had to move into an apartment or somewhere, I would definitely be having my doctor write me a note that she was my emotional support dog. Right on, Dreams. Hey, Canadian. I put the link in the chat. I can drop it again. So I'm not sitting here talking to myself. I mean, I know I'm talking to y'all, but definitely Whiskey Woman. Oriental medicine has been around a lot longer than modern medicine. And, all those roots and herbs and, the acupuncture, acupressure, all that kind of stuff, it works. It's actual genuine medicine. And it's been around for thousands and thousands of years. So they've got it down to an absolute art. And White Wolf at night, she actually sleeps on my left side. Hey, gamer. And Spike sleeps on my right side. So I've actually got two of them and yeah, I don't have nightmares usually. And if I do, they end up like on my chest waking me up or something. So yeah, they're pretty awesome. I suggest to anybody that has anxiety, if you can possibly own a pet, a dog preferably, but if cats are your thing, just a pet of some sort, it makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. Hey, Dreams, show me the peace sign. Hello. I can't hear you.
How's that?
Oh, that's much better. Turning it on helps.
I got this little mute button right here.
Oh.
On this. So I have three-way mic mute.
Okay.
Another damn cupcake.
Yeah, right on.
Of course I'm gonna eat it. So it goes, Mom, do you want it? Like, yeah.
What other kind of stuff did he get at the food bank?
Cheese, meat, the camp hamburger.
Right on.
We were able to scrape enough together to get some cat food.
Nice. Yeah, White Wolf, Reiki, reflexology, color therapy, those are all excellent therapies to use in conjunction with a lot of different mental illnesses, anxiety being one of them.
Well,
Yep, sound therapy. Whiskey Woman says herbal medicine.
and also something that I've been using every now and then.
Ah, hypnosis inductions. Aha, self-hypnosis. Hey, Seth.
Okay, hi kids. I eat some string cheese while I'm on with you.
White Wolf, that's me. I'm Susan. Yep, really.
What's color therapy?
Well, sounds like Lorna or White Wolf could probably explain color therapy.
Because I'd be interested in learning it.
One of you want to take a stab at explaining color therapy? Because I've heard of it, that I've heard that it's good, but I'm not familiar with how it works. So, oh, coloring books. Okay.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Dreams is a hell of an artist. So, all right, Donna.
You're too sweet.
Okay, White Wolf. All you got to do is show your face and perform an action that I asked you to do just to prove it to you. So,
By the way, even though my face is swollen, it really doesn't hurt.
that's good. Why is it swollen?
Hmm?
We're gonna have spaghetti tonight. Okay.
Cool.
Sauce is in a can, so sorry.
White Wolf, do you need the link again, or can you get to it?
You guys on?
I can do this. Honey, watch. Just to give Happy the respect he deserves.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So,
He's actually in tomorrow. And now, by the way, we need to say prayers for the folks in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because there was an active shooter.
yeah.
Oh, geez.
Casualties, whole 9 yards.
It never ends. They still haven't found the Seattle shooters. So,
Are these? Cool. It's at the Molson Brewery campus up there.
wow.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. There she goes. Smallest one.
Yeah, she picked up one of the babies and dropped it on me and laid on me and nursed for a while.
How's she doing? She was concerned about one of them, that small one.
Well, we're waiting for White Wolf to come up. What else do you guys do to deal with anxiety when you get it? Yeah, I've seen the apps for your phones and laptops and stuff for coloring. That's the only way I can ever stay in the lines.
Okay, I have mine right here. It's the one I'm doing right now.
Oh, let me make you big.
Okay.
Right on. That's cool.
I use my Amazon codes to get my pencils and whatever I need.
Right on. That's a good way to do it.
I'm kind of proud of myself though. I used to do destructive buying things that really weren't good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was a kid, how I dealt with anxiety, it was a bad way. I binge ate.
Yep.
I can eat 13 Long Johns in 1/2 hour.
Oh, dang. You beat my record of 11.
11?
Mm-hmm. But they weren't Long Johns. They were Long John shaped, but they were filled with Bavarian cream.
Same here. But now he helped me. This guy that I married helped me. He bought me the stuff that I was afraid to eat in front of my dad, and said my wife was not going to eat in the closet anymore, and
Right
sat
on.
down and ate it with me.
Right on. Okay, White Wolf. Lorna, no, I haven't. What is it? Do you want to come up and talk about it?
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear.
Roy. We're making him hungry for chocolate Long Johns.
It would be nice to be able to color something without a kitten chewing it up.
Oh, okay, Lorna. Can you give us an idea of what it is? I'm interested because I know what grounding is, as far as what I've had therapists explain to me and work with me on. So I'm wondering if it's similar to that. And for those of you that don't know what grounding is, that's just when you actually take the time to, like for me, I actually take my socks and shoes off, put my feet on the floor, or I go outside and put my feet in the grass if it's warm enough out, and it literally makes me feel here and now what is going on in the present, and takes me out of the anxiety and the panic that I'm feeling. Okay, Lorna says ground is smell something you like, which would or touch something nice, which would also have the same kind of effect of, bringing you back to the present. Julie, there's a link if you want. Touching something nice, smelling something you like, all of that would bring you back to the present and help to bring you out of the anxiety you're feeling. So that's a very good technique. The best for me, when I feel my absolute calmest, like zero anxiety, is when I'm at the beach with my feet in the sand. Hey, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Hi, sorry, I was off by an hour. I was thinking it wasn't till 5 o'clock my time. I always get confused with the different time zones.
Yeah. So yeah, my ultimate grounding is my feet in the sand at the beach, at the ocean kind of thing. Because that's like an all-encompassing experience of feeling the sand, feeling the water, hearing the birds and hearing the waves crashing and smelling the salt and in the air. And it's just a whole. Well, Roy, Ken has told me that there is beaches at like some of the lakes around here, but you don't get the smell of the salty
Yeah.
air. You don't get the crashing waves. It's not the same as the ocean.
Yeah. We have a reservoir by where I live, and it's fairly good size, but like you said, it's not the same, and the water's icky.
Yeah.
It's just,
We've got Lake Pactola, which is a reservoir, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's like really nice blue wet water, but there's it just kind of is like a big hole in the ground, and
yeah.
you can't wade into it nicely or anything like that. It's it starts out at like 30 feet deep at the edge of it, so not something you want to go swimming in or anything.
Here
One of
is
them says, think of
mountains.
sounds you like, and the last one, be around people who makes you smile. I like that last one. Yep, Roy, no sea
Yeah.
salt breeze, and that's so important to the whole going to the beach experience.
Yep.
Mine is the mountains. If I'm ever really depressed or whatever, especially when I was able to walk right,
Yep.
drive me up to the mountains with windows down. Oh, the best.
Seagulls pooping on you. Yep, that can be part of the experience too.
Oh, that you just brought back a flashback to me. My dad told my mom when we were in California not to feed the state seagulls.
Yep.
Guess what my mom did?
That
She threw it up in the air. She had about 50 best friends in a really quick cookery.
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's kind of like the pigeons in Central Park.
Yeah, there's signs up in downtown Seattle that say don't feed the pigeons, and you can get fined for feeding them. So
Yeah. What we have around here are ducks. We have so many ducks. Oh my God. And when they poop, it's a mess.
Yep.
Hubby used to take our dog for a walk, our first dog for a walk in the park. He's got a kitten hanging on to him. Hang on. Anyway, the dog used to come home and with him, and he told me she just ate duck poop.
Oh, gross.
He had the most greenest face that I've ever seen. I've never, it's true. Green faces.
That's, you say that he was walking the dog. That's actually something that I've been working on. I've been trying to work with Chloe, getting her harness trained so that I can teach her how to walk on a leash and eventually be able to walk closer and Spike. As, part of dealing with my anxiety, it'll get me out of the house and I'll be having to think about working with the dogs
We gotta keep it
instead of thinking about what's going on in my head. And it'll get me out of myself, which is, a really good way to deal with your anxiety. Do something that has nothing to do with your anxiety.
Yep.
And in order to take and deal with the dogs, I have to be calm and assertive. So I have got to bring myself out of the anxiety. And so you know, that's why I'm working so hard to get her harness trained. I just have to get her past her fear of it. So she's got her own anxieties to deal with. But actually working with her over the last 2.5 years and having to be that calm person when she's shaking in fear has actually helped me deal with my own anxiety, just because I kind of have to force myself to, you know, even if I'm having a panic attack for some odd reason, if she starts freaking out about something, I have to calm down and I have to be that strong person for her.
Yep.
You know, because that's what she needs. She needs a leader, and I can't be a leader if I'm in the middle of a panic attack. So
Pets are good therapy.
yeah,
Good. They really are.
As I'm being
definitely.
attacked by mine right now. This little monster right here.
It's so cute.
I've heard of CBD oil. Is that what you meant, Warnham? You haven't heard of CBS oil.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lisa.
It's not legal in my state.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have to, well, if you have a prescription, but you can't like
Okay.
go buy it over the counter. Like there's some states where you can go buy it.
Yeah. Well, they do have like some of the tobacco shops and stuff, and some of the health food shops carry CBD products here in Rapid City anyway. But they get rated quite often, and their products tested for THC.
Mm-hmm.
So
make sure. Yeah.
It's kind of a risky business, even though it's federally legal, I believe. Our state attorney general has said that he will prosecute, you know, anybody selling CBD or THC products, obviously.
Yeah.
But our local attorney general, or city attorney general, has said, no, I'm not going to prosecute anybody selling CBD because it's not THC. It's
I know
completely
it.
different. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and I've actually used CBD oil for anxiety and chronic pain. Works for both. Works differently, does different things. But when I was, before my boss died, she had a friend that actually made their own CBD oil, and she would give me a bottle of it every once in a while. And it's good stuff. Even the homemade stuff, you know, he knew what he was doing. So
Yeah.
and just took a couple of drops under the tongue like 2-3 times a day, and I was not taking any anti-anxiety medication during that time.
And to me, that's so much better than taking
Huh?
pills of
Yeah,
any kind. Same with pain, you know.
that's why I'm spending so much money on the hemp oil, because, or on
Yeah.
the hemp cream, because it helps so much with the pain, and it's not this crap.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Hey, what are you doing growling at her?
Yeah. Yeah. Our governor wouldn't legalize it for, you know, so you could buy it yourself. They
yeah,
barely legalized it for medical use. And
Yeah.
that was a huge fight.
yeah,
They finally did, but it's still very limited conditions that you can get it for.
epilepsy,
Yeah,
probably
like epilepsy,
cancer or something.
cancer. Yeah, it's all, you know, mental health isn't in there at all.
Yeah,
Chronic pain isn't in there at all,
yeah,
which I think is a just you know, injustice, because, you know,
Well, it's been proven to work for both
Yeah.
chronic pain, anxiety. It works for depression. I mean, there's all sorts of things it works for.
Yeah. And they're wanting to get drugs off the streets, like people using and selling, whatever the pain medicine is, oxycodone and all that stuff.
Like opioids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they would just legalize, the hemp oil or the CBD oil, it'd be so much better for everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Unfortunately, my state isn't progressive that way.
Yeah. Like Roy says, Mary Jane is harmless compared to crystal meth.
Exactly.
Cocaine. I mean, the only side effect that I can honestly say I have is I have the worst short-term memory in the world. But everybody knows if you smoke pot, you're going to be forgetful. But the
I didn't
fact
know that.
it takes care of my pain, it deals with a lot of my anxiety, makes a huge difference. Cindy, you went to therapy. You left the house and went to therapy. Is that what you're telling me? I'm waiting.
Oops.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that is.
That is a huge, huge step. I am very proud of you.
Way to go. Awesome.
I just dropped a link if you want to come up. I would love to hear about it. We're talking about anxiety disorder.
Mhm.
Agoraphobia is one
Yep.
subset of anxiety disorder, not being able to leave your house. So this is huge for Cindy to actually leave the house and go meet a new therapist. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Big step.
What I want to know, Cindy, is how did you get yourself ready and actually out the door, and what did you do that made you able to get to that point of actually going? And so we're talking about dealing with anxieties, and
Yeah.
you just conquered a big one.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, a lot of people can never get out of that cycle.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, White Wolf said that he lost sound and needed to restart his computer. I'm assuming his. Okay, Cindy. I look forward to it.
Susan, I'm going to send you something privately, okay?
What's that?
I'm going to send you something privately.
Oh, okay. So, if anybody has ever been to therapy for specifically anxiety, one of the therapies they do is called cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
And it is one that I highly recommend. If you've never been to therapy, find a therapist that does cognitive behavioral therapy. It made a huge difference for me because it actually changes the way you react to anxiety before you even realize it. You teach yourself to react to those external and internal signals differently. And you learn to think it out before you have that physical, visceral reaction to it. And it's actually something I'd love to go back to a therapist that does that and like kind of get a refresher in it.
Yeah.
you know. Hey,
Yeah, 'cause you
Charlie,
do.
good to see you.
Hey,
But I definitely recommend cognitive behavioral therapy is for anybody that's deals with anxiety, that's bipolar, borderline personality disorder. There's, quite a few that it makes a huge difference in.
yep. And there's
Hello,
even
Jen Hogg.
classes. Hi, Jen. Sometimes there's even classes that you can take specifically for that.
Oh, I just read your whole name. Jen Vlogs Fibro Support Crafts Truth. Another fibro person there.
Yay. Well, not yay that you have it, but that sounded wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay, Cindy.
You know what I meant.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi,
I
Cindy.
am very proud of you.
Thank you. I am actually proud of myself.
So you should be.
Thanks. So at 4 this morning, I took clomazepam. And then at 11 o'clock, I took my clomazepam and took my shower and everything. I put on a little bit of makeup. Didn't do anything with my hair. I just pulled it up in a ponytail. And I thought, I'm not there for a fashion show. I just want to go. And so I cried the whole time getting ready. I was so scared, Susan. I thought, you're not going to cancel a second time, because if I cancel a second time, then the third, fourth, and fifth will be easier to cancel.
Yep.
So I thought, okay, so I need to do this. David was with me. They were so kind. I met my therapist. I really like her, Susan.
Right on.
I really like her. She listened to me. Today was intake, so it was basic questions. But anytime I said anything, when she was writing or typing anything in the computer, she completely stopped and looked right at me.
Nice.
And when I left there, I haven't felt this good of a mood in a long time. I felt like a huge accomplishment.
It was a huge accomplishment.
Oh, thanks, Susan. Thanks for cheering on with me.
Yeah, that's a big step.
And,
I'm happy for you.
Julie.
What you said about it being, if you were to have canceled the second time, it would have been easier to cancel the third, fourth, or fifth time. Well, now that you've gone the first time, it'll be easier to go the second, third, and fourth time. It'll just get easier and easier. Her office may just become part of your safe space.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she was telling me that. So she's going to be my therapist. And then the 9th of March, I meet the medical doctor, a psychiatrist, because they will then want to try different medications on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's fine. She said that it's, I guess with a psychiatrist, they try medications that like a normal primary doctor won't give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of actually excited about that too.
Yeah, because there's so many medications that like primary doctors wouldn't know about, or how to combine them to help with different things.
Well, and even like off-label uses for medication. My main bipolar medication is a very common anti-seizure medication.
Yeah.
But for me, it works as the best mood stabilizer. And I tried over 30 medications before they finally went, let's try this. It's a really rare off-label use for it, but and it worked for me. So, but it took a psychiatrist to figure that out. So.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what she said, that let's let the psychiatrist do those, because primary doctors are usually pretty conservative what they give,
Yes.
Yeah.
whereas the psychiatrist would be more apt and wanting to help me on a grander scale.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
That sounds exactly right.
Yep.
That's been my experience with psychiatrists over the years.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm so proud of myself, Susan. I did it.
You did. Hey, gamer.
Hey, gamer.
So I was gonna message it to you, and then when I was coming home, I saw where you were gonna go live, and David goes, "You got to tell her there. Don't tell her in a message."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay,
I'm glad you did.
thanks."
Now,
I
now,
haven't been this happy in a long time.
now you need to reward yourself because you took such a big step. You deserve a reward. You need to figure out something you can reward yourself with.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
Anytime
I
you
like that.
do something big like that, you deserve some kind of reward.
Thank you. Like I said, I was so happy you were going to be live, and whether it was mental health issues or not, I was going to tell you.
I'm so glad you did. I am so proud of you.
Thanks, because I talked to you a week ago when I couldn't do it.
Yep. And the fact that it only took you a week to go from I can't to I can,
Mhm.
that tells me in that week you were really doing some thinking.
Susan, I have done so much journaling and praying to figure out what it was that kept me from going, what it is that I need to do, what is that I can do, what is it that I know that I can't do, and the can'ts, how do we fix that in order to make me be able to go? Because they're not all going to be I can do's, but how to get around the I can't do's.
You sound to me exactly like somebody who wants to get better.
I do. I
agree.
do.
And that
I-
is just the perfect attitude to have. And I am very
Thanks,
proud of you.
Lee.
Yep.
You know, the only thing that I struggle with is, and I was honest with her, I said, how is it coming in telling you that Joey's death has just completely stopped my life? How is it that I can express to you how wonderful Joey was and how much I loved him and how much he meant to me and why this was so devastating? She goes, because you'll tell me stories about him little by little and I'll understand.
Yep.
I thought it was a cool answer.
Yeah.
It's-
Sounds like you've got a good therapist.
yeah. And that's so important.
It is. Because people say, well, if you don't click with your first therapist, don't give up. Sometimes, you
Yep.
need to find somebody else. But the fact that, if nothing else, every time I talk, she stopped writing or typing and looked right at me.
Yep.
That was huge to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huge.
So it
So
makes a difference when you feel like you're being listened to.
it
Yeah.
does, and not being so dismissed.
Yeah.
Like,
that's like the
oh, well,
worst
it's
thing.
another widow and we'll get through it. No, she listened to me.
Yep. Well, everybody has their own personal experience, their own personal story, their own personal trauma or hurt or whatever,
Right.
and they express it and deal with it in different ways. And it sounds like she's recognizing that, and she's ready to just go with you on the journey and help you along. You
I
know?
know, that's so cool. And I have to be excited, Susan, to actually
Yeah.
come up without an avatar.
Definitely.
I never go live. But I just had to talk to you guys and tell you I did it.
That's a perfect ending for this chat. Is a perfect example of somebody who actually is dealing with her anxiety and fighting through it and doing positive things with that fight. And yeah, that's huge.
When I was doing my journaling and my prayers and everything, I really felt like the Lord laid in my heart, and I've never felt this way, Susan, but I'm worth the fight.
Yes.
I never thought that before, but I realized I am worth the fight.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Aw,
That's an
thanks.
important thing to realize
It's very
Thanks.
important.
for everybody that's in chat,
Mm-hmm.
that's listening to this, that deals with
Yeah.
anxiety or any kind of mental issue. You are worth the fight.
You sure are. Because if I am, they are.
Hey, Dave, well, good to see you.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, everybody. I can't see chat. I'm going to jump off because I need to go pee because I'm so excited. I didn't even stop to go pee when I got home. I had to come tell you.
Right on. Well, I'm actually going to end this. This is a perfect way to end this
Aw.
chat. And I'm actually going to start up another live stream just to BS and talk and all that kind of stuff.
Right. I
Dave's
know you
got his
keep
dog
like your
today.
mental ones and your dog ones kind of short so that way anybody
Yep.
can watch them.
Exactly. I keep them to about an hour. But
So-
Dave, I just got to say this. Dave said he had his doctor's appointment today and was given medication and some other help available. Because he had come into chat the other night, I guess about a week ago now,
Who?
for help. And he was directed to help in his area, and he went and got that help. So, and did you see, Ken just said, congrats, Cindy. I am proud of you.
Aw.
He
Who
just,
were you talking about, Susan, that went and got help?
Is somebody named Dave Trance. Well, Dave, I'm actually gonna stop this one and start up a new chat. So anything you want to talk about or tell us about is no problem. I just like to keep these to an hour so people can watch them easily. So
Dave, I am
I'm gonna
so
jump off.
proud.
Thank you. Gosh, thank you so much. And Susan, I love you because I'm going to be honest, without your encouraging words that I read over and over again, I don't know if I could have done this. So thank you. I owe you so much.
you're welcome. You owe me nothing. All I'm doing is passing on words of wisdom that I've gotten from other people over the years. So just pass it
Okay.
on, you know. Mwah.
Love
you.
you. I'll see you in your other chat. Bye, everybody.
All
Love
right.
you.
All right, guys, I'm going to end this and just come back in a minute or so and I'll start up another chat and we can talk about whatever. Dave, come back. I'd love to see you just back in our regular BS chat. So I will see you all later. It was a good chat today. Thank you. Bye, guys.